This is an adult-oriented podcast about really perverse things, like...
communication and consent.
Consent?
Oh, yeah.
If you're under 18 and looking for answers to questions about sex and kink, please visit scarletine.com.
For those dude bro listeners, this is nerdy shit.
Don't say it! It's a bad word! Don't say it! Don't say it! You're gonna say it.
I wasn't just gonna let you say it.
Fudge off.
From Bakersfield to Mount Olympus, Gotham Press talks naughty business. Sexual topics to explore your whoredom. Good if you're new or a kinky Yoda. Gotham Press Podcast. The nerdy kinksters your parents warned you about.
Listeners, welcome back to the Gotham Press Podcast, where awesome turns on the mics and strange sounds come from everybody.
Don't you want to tell the Gothamites what you were saying yes to?
I don't know what I was saying yes to.
That is the best part.
No, that's the worst part.
Nope, you don't need to know. Not yet.
Oh,
It'll be a
God.
surprise.
No.
It will be a surprise.
I'm so afraid right now.
Hey, welcome back to another week of Gotham Podcast. Glad you can make it.
Gotham Podcast?
Gotham Press Podcast.
There you go.
I haven't finished my coffee yet.
Look, we have to be on brand, okay?
I agree.
Right.
Sorry, my bad.
It's okay. It's all right.
Just think of like the noir-looking press factory where the stamping down on the paper. Gotham Press Podcast. Gotham Press Podcast.
Wow, that's a really cool sound effect. Well, just the and your arm movements of the old time print press, and yeah, no, that was pretty cool.
In my head, all I was thinking was chicka chicka.
Bow, bow.
Where can you find us? Anybody know? Anybody?
YouTube, for sure.
For sure, because we got comments on YouTube.
Podbean's where I listen to it personally.
Me too, but there's never comments.
I know. What's up with that?
I don't know.
There are comments on occasion. We just haven't had one in like 2 months.
On Podbean?
On Podbean, yes.
Interesting.
Okay. I never see them.
Okay, well, really what I was getting at, though...
Is the show notes.
Thank you, awesome. You are awesome.
I knew what you were going for. I was just seeing how long it would take you to get there.
What are the show notes?
Well, on every episode, no matter what podcatcher you're using, if you check the notes for the episode, it shows what the episode's about. And at the bottom of those notes, it has a listing of everywhere we're available online.
Oh.
With links, correct?
With links.
See? How easy. Just click the link, and there you are.
I always thought show notes was in reference to the channel on the Discord.
Well, there is a show notes channel on the Discord.
We do have that. And the Discord is also in the show notes on every episode if you want to join.
So it's like a circle of life.
No.
Circle of...
Well, I was going to, and I'm like, nope. I can't hit those notes. Well, if you can hit the notes, go for it.
I thought you were going to sing with me. But okay.
I have no idea what song you're talking about.
Have you never seen The Lion King?
Oh, probably.
On. The first opening scene.
Yeah, I wasn't a kid though. Like I was an adult as my niece watched it, so I didn't really care.
But wait, hold on. I have a very serious question.
Okay.
Do you not like Disney?
No.
No, you don't?
No, I do not. Not a fan of Disney.
Disneyland?
Disney anything.
Why?
Because I was raised as a Warner Brothers cartoon kid.
Well, me too.
Hold that thought, Lala.
Okay.
Lala, we need to have a team meeting. We need to get a new co-host now.
Bunner, if you're listening, I'm really sorry.
He's
not going to be on Team Go to Disney.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, cool story though.
What?
I got news from Bunner that she may be up this coming weekend.
Oh, and I'm going to be in Ridgecrest probably.
Oh, wait, what? Anyway.
Are you going to go earthquake hunting?
No, it's worse than that. But we don't need to.
Worse? Okay, we don't have to.
I
have nothing against Disney.
Okay.
It's not I hate Disney and everything they stand for. I was never a Disney kid. Like, I never got into it. I was never invited into that world. until much later in life, at which time I was vengeful and scornful and didn't want any part of it.
Vengeful and scornful towards Disney.
Yes. Because they didn't let me be a fan when I was a younger child.
Who's they?
My father, who wouldn't let us watch cartoons.
But you said you were a Warner Brother kid brat.
When I was at my mom's, yes. Like, it was always Warner Brothers, Pink Panther, just kind of the older...
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, a little. Not much.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I guess. I grew up on cartoons, so this is very what's the word?
Disturbing, disappointing,
Frightening.
All of those will do.
sad.
Yes, there we
It's
go.
very sad.
If reality was Roger Rabbit, I would probably be the villain.
Oh, you would dip the little shoes in the acid?
You're damn right I would.
That's so sad.
I'd have the weasels doing my bidding.
Well, then they'll die laughing.
Yes.
At least you saw that. Wait, if you saw Who Framed Roger Rabbit, then you know some Disney.
Do I?
Literally, that whole movie was a collaboration between Warner Brothers and Disney.
There's a
Right.
ride at
Well,
Disney
no, and
called...
I've seen plenty of Disney things. I just don't know all the songs. Like, I've never seen Frozen, so I don't know any of those.
No, that doesn't count.
But like there's things
We're talking
that are
classic
stuck in
Disney.
my head. Like, that's all right. He can call me Flower if he wants to. I might have put a little more Southern on it than I
Yeah, that
initially
was-
had, but still.
I was totally lost
You were lost?
because of the way he
The
was
Southern
saying
thing?
it.
You can call me Flower if you want
There
to.
you go.
See, she knows it.
No, but literally, there is a Roger Rabbit ride at Disneyland in Toontown.
Okay.
It's a taxi,
Right.
and you ride it. And it scared the bejesus out of my kidlet.
Why?
Because he's afraid of everything.
Oh. Is that by the place that has the jailhouse thing that you can
Yeah.
like stand behind the bars or
Exactly.
whatever?
Yes, yes, yes.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, and they even have a Toon car outside. That,
Right.
That little car that was
Benny.
alive. What was that little car that was alive?
Benny.
What is it?
Benny.
Oh.
The taxi in Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
It's red, though.
Oh, maybe a different car then.
Yeah, I don't remember. But anyway, Disney. You need to go to Disneyland.
I've been plenty. I don't
Oh.
ever need to go again.
You awesome need to go to Disneyland.
I keep being told this, but I can't really right now.
Well, nobody can right now.
Well, actually, as of, because we're recording this on Sunday, as of tomorrow, June 1st,
Yeah.
there are rumors that they are going to be reopening.
On June 1st?
1st of the month, 1st of June.
We'll have to research that
Yeah.
a little bit.
I saw that. I was like, that seems far too soon for something of that. Like, because, if they reopen, they're going to have massive amounts of people.
Well,
Because
I don't-
people need their Disney fix.
and how are they going to control the sanitizing of the rides and stuff? That's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. That's I'm like, far too soon to do any of that.
Our numbers here in town are just doubling and tripling every day.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were quite doubling. I know that the latest report was the first time I think it's hit like triple digits in a day
Well,
for a while anyway.
Friday on my way to work, it was 66 new cases had been reported that day.
Yeah.
Where before I went to work, it was 33 a day. So
Yeah.
it doubled.
Yeah, but it's not doubling every day.
It's not a consistent thing.
It's but it is. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just don't want people to be like, "Oh my God, she's putting out fake news. It doubles every day. It's already 348,000 people."
Speaking of people that talk about fake news a lot,
Okay.
did you hear about the thing where Twitter is on notice to be shut down?
Yeah,
Because of Trump?
Yep.
because of a fact check.
Yeah, not that they took away the post or said, "Hey, this post is wrong. Here, check the facts."
Right.
And he got pissed.
They also put a notice on one of his tweets. Well, I think they started to remove a tweet, but then realized that would cause even more. So they put it back with a disclaimer saying, this post goes against our terms of service and everything. But we're going to leave it up here because it's important for people to see.
Anyway, so that's our political corner for this episode, because that's all I really feel like talking about with that.
Okay.
I'm not political.
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
It's okay. You're fine.
How's everybody doing? How are you guys doing in this quarantine, semi-quasi, what's happening?
With the world trying to reopen? Mm-hmm. I'm okay. I've started going back to work.
In the office?
In the office. And now it's going to be, at least for the foreseeable future, it's a few days in the office, a couple days from home.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see what happens with that. Mm-hmm. What about you? Steve?
That might be kind of nice, actually.
Well, I would say if it was 1, 2, 3 days in the office and then 1, 2 days home, but now it's 1, 2 days in the office, 1 day home, 1 day in the office, 1 day home.
Oh.
You would think that they would work with you and make it a nice schedule.
Well, I know it's not even that they really had say so over the schedule itself. It's one of the other departments that we service. They say, hey, we need people in the office on this day, and this day. So
okay. All right.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What have you been doing, Thief?
I have been laying in pools of sweat because it's been hot.
I was going to say.
Until like
hold
today.
On.
Or yesterday.
So these pools of sweat, it's just your sweat, right?
I believe so. It could be.
Wait, you believe so?
It could be phantasmic pools of like ecto
sweat
ghosts. Yeah, that are dying because it's also as hot as it has been lately.
Yeah.
Because we went from like barely 90s straight into like 105 for a couple of days.
Uh-huh.
And now we've dropped back down, which is nice, but man, those quick spikes into like the 104s, 105s, those hurt.
Yeah, they're rough.
What about you, Lala?
I went back to work part-time, which is
better than nothing.
It's dumb. It's dumb. I feel like I'm not doing anything. I'm twiddling my thumbs, but that's just my own thing.
You hear that, Lala's job? She's twiddling her thumbs all day. Give her more work to do.
Yeah. The problem is I'm fast at my job, and so when there is work, I get it done quickly, and then there's nothing to do, so I'm searching around for something to do.
There's always something to do.
I'm glad I'm part-time.
Have you found a Switch yet so you can get Animal Crossing?
No. For $600.
So, and I'm saying this on the podcast, so it's here for posterity. I have agreed with Bunner that I'm going to invest in Animal Crossing because she really wants me to get on Animal Crossing.
I really thought you were about to say that you and Bunner were going to buy Mistress Lala a Switch. Then you just went the whole other way, and you're like, we're just going to play it without you.
I know.
We're just going to play it without
They're rubbing it in.
No, that would require money that I don't have to get her a Switch.
They're rubbing it in.
And
you see how they do?
So here's the funny thing. I honestly did consider that, and then I went looking for one that was a regular price Switch and couldn't find one. I was like, well, I tried. I made the effort.
Trust me, a lot of people have made the effort.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'll survive. But you're going to play Animal Crossing, and that's really fun.
People keep saying that. I've never played Animal Crossing a day in my life.
I watched a little bit of it on Twitch, and it looks really boring to me.
Oh, you're dumb. You're dumb. I can't have this conversation with you.
But then I don't like things like Minecraft or soap operas either. So
or soap operas.
But do you like cats?
No.
Not even in Thailand?
Thailand's a different story.
If you went to Thailand, you could go to a cat cafe.
What is it? The Cat Cafe or something?
Hold on. All I'm thinking is, so you're going for that Thai pussy. Gotcha.
Why else would you go to Thailand?
Wow.
Well, some people go for those lady boys.
Oh.
Okay, well, that's not a problem either.
Yeah, it's not for
that
is not for me.
We're not judging.
Not judging. I'm just saying not for me. Anyway, you were talking about you talking about actual cats?
Yes, there's a cat cafe in Thailand that is now open to 50% its occupancy that it used to be open. Mm-hmm. So all these people have been, quarantined and home, and now they can get out and they can go and get some relaxation and relief from petting a cat.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
No, really?
I am not a cat person at all. You know this about me.
I don't remember that.
I'm highly allergic, so it's nothing but an allergen infestation for me.
Oh, you guys.
Don't, Lala, that means more cats for you.
Yay!
And then we can't be around you.
Yeah. Assuming they want anything to do with you. Because
That's
the
true.
cats have to come to you, don't they?
Well,
Kind of. I mean,
kind of.
Cats are assholes.
I mean, you
so.
can't I guess you can't make them be fuzzy and furry and cuddly and snuggly and.
I saw a meme on my Facebook feed the other day. It was a picture of a guy getting beat up, and a dog comes up, and the dog bites the guy who's kicking him, on the leg to make him stop. And then the next panel, same thing, guy's getting beat up, and it shows a cat, and the cat starts kicking the guy as well, because cats are assholes.
Cats are not assholes.
they are. Very much so.
Well, you guys are just around the wrong cats.
Have you ever had a cat that would just randomly knock stuff off of a shelf or a table?
No, my cats are very respectful and loving.
Or when you're broken down and you're crying on the couch and you just want the world to end, and you look at your cat and you're expecting it to come walk over to you and reassure you, and it just fucking toots its tail in the air and walks away like, fuck you, dude.
No, my cats always come to me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Are you
this
sure you don't
lady
have
has
dogs?
I have
50 cats.
It does have 50 cats.
And they rotate between her house and the place.
Yes.
So that's just crazy.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of cats to take care of, but
That is a lot of cats.
But it's giving people comfort that they couldn't have because maybe they're not able to have a pet in their little apartment or whatever. So,
Hey, look, here's the thing. If you're a cat person, you will love this. If you're me, you won't.
right. So I saw it. I thought it was sweet. I wanted to share that.
And you've shared this sweet story with all the other cat lovers in the world.
All right. I did.
Of all the things we could have talked about Thailand.
Well, how about we go to the Philippines?
What's in the Philippines?
Darth Vader
Really?
and stormtroopers
All the way in the Philippines?
in the
huh?
Philippines on a boat, a little boat.
Is it the boat that crashed no, wait. What was crashed in the ocean that Ray had to get to?
The Titanic?
Are you talking about the Death Star?
It was the Death Star,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Okay.
Oh, God.
I built a Death Star.
Did you?
I did.
Wait, how was the Death Star crashed in an ocean
Hold
if
that
it
thought.
was the size of a planet itself?
It was the size of a moon.
Oh, okay.
Also, you built a Death Star.
Yes. You've seen this Death Star.
What did you build it out
I
of?
also built an AT-AT. You've seen that as well.
I'm aware. I'm trying to go
okay.
for the listeners. What did you build it out of?
Oh gosh. I think a beach ball and paper mache
Okay.
because it had to be flexible so it could, to do that dent in it, right?
Yes.
So I think I only blew up the beach ball so much and then I indented it and put the paper mache to make do you guys know what I'm talking? What is that word called?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Tell the listeners what I'm talking about.
I'm enjoying this.
I'll have to take some pictures and put it on Discord, but they're pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
You can go on the Discord. You can put it on our Gotham Press Podcast FetLife page.
I could do a lot of things.
You could.
It's just a matter of doing
Is it the targeting array?
Yes.
Array from
Yes, the
okay.
targeting array.
Oh,
See, you weren't supposed to say it. You was just supposed to kind of flounder.
Well, I
with
was
that.
trying to think of it myself.
Oh.
I'm like, is it that satellite dish part? And I'm like, no, that's probably not a satellite dish.
No.
yeah, it does look like a satellite dish.
Yes, kind of,
Yes,
but it's sunken
inverted.
into the
Yeah.
Yes, it's the targeting array.
And I built those little pew 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 pews. And what's the?
Wait. The AT-AT is not a pew 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 pew.
No, I built the AT-AT, but no, the little flying pew pew.
The X-wings,
TIE
Yeah,
fighters.
TIE fighters.
TIE fighters, and X-wings.
And I also built the big ship that not Han Solo. Wait, Han Solo? Yeah, Han Solo got.
Okay, what's it
Millennium.
called?
Griffin,
No.
the Gryffindor, the Gatsby.
Yes,
the-
you're so close right now.
No, she got it. She got it spot on. Spot on. Listeners, if you would like to congratulate Lala on getting that perfect
No, that was Harry
Perfect.
Potter.
name of the ship that Han Solo was flying,
The gas fee.
Dear God, please
Gathaway?
email us about this. Comment on it on our YouTube. Comment on it on the podcatcher that you're listening on. Anywhere, so that we can show Lala how right she is with that name. Lala's looking like she's going to kill me now.
So back to the Philippines.
Yes, back to the Darth Vader story.
So part of the Philippines flooded, and this is early May, sorry. So it was May 4th to be exact. Some of the police officials made Darth Vader costumes and stormtrooper costumes out of like rubber floor mats and old plastic. And actually, they look really good. And so they were on a little boat that they were being rowed on, and they were going around in this flooded village passing out rice and canned goods, but also just to give people something to laugh at and smile at. And
You don't want to laugh at Darth Vader.
and
He'll force choke you.
they were also enforcing the isolation. So if people were out and about, they were telling them to put your mask on and get home, but in a nice Darth Vader stormtrooper type way.
In a nice Darth Vader. So,
I
Thief,
think I missed that episode.
right? I was like, Thief, have you known Darth Vader to be nice?
No. Maybe one time when he was trying to get laid. Way back when he was Anakin.
I don't even think he was nice then. I think he just kind of like, all right, you've given up now, right? Cool, let's have sex.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I
was thinking of the episode before that when he was kind of being nice to her. And
Oh, you mean when he was a child?
yeah, exactly.
It was just a feel-good, warm, fuzzy day.
Sort of thing. We get
And
that.
it was nice. And I liked it because it was Star Wars.
Because it was Star Wars. It was Darth Vader and
And
it
they
was Stormtroopers.
handmade their costumes and they look good. I will try to copy the photo and put it on something.
See, that's why she liked it, because she saw somebody crafting.
I cannot tell a lie. The pictures are awesome though, because there's this flooded village and these dilapidated like houses.
What's that word?
And a church. Dilapidated.
Dilapidated.
That's what I said. And he's like standing on the boat like Darth Vader, and his cape is flapping in the wind, and the photos are really good. So I'll try to copy those and get them out for you guys to see.
Excellent.
It's fun. It's fun. So the Philippines had a lot of COVID cases, 9,485.
Come on now. Those are rookie numbers. They need to pump up like we got.
What? We don't even have that many. Do we? No, we only have...
As a country.
Oh, as a country.
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
country.
Oh, a country.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know our numbers for the country.
We're over 100,000.
Easily.
No, we just hit over 100,000 last week, I want to say.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. And they're opening us back up.
That's deaths, though. That's not...
Oh, that was just... I'm sorry. That was just the death.
Yeah,
100,000?
Yeah.
Deaths?
Deaths.
That
Yeah.
Just deaths alone.
Of COVID.
Yes.
Holy macanoles.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Hey, come visit America.
Oh my goodness. Let's talk about something fun.
That's right.
Do we have anything fun to talk about?
Well, I don't know how fun this is, but Thief has a question. He was asking...
I do have a question, actually.
Okay.
Since we're talking about things like Star Wars and Disney and haven't mentioned video games at all, what is a battle pass when you're playing a game? Like, why do I keep getting these advertisements or like these notices and people keep asking me, hey, are you getting the battle pass? Are you getting the new battle pass this season? What's a seasonal battle pass?
Let me
I
guess.
don't know what the hell that is.
Let me guess.
Okay.
Because I bet Awesome knows what it is, but I want to guess.
Okay.
I think it's a code that you put into the game so you don't have to fight a boss or go through a really hard battle and lose all of your amenities and weapons and lives.
That would be called a cheat, but okay.
You actually, Lala is partially correct. It is a code that you put into the game.
Is it?
True.
But does it do all the things I said?
No.
Oh.
Battle Pass is something that came off the backs of season passes and things like that for games. A season pass, like a lot of the games I play are fighting games. And this is a problem that I've had with games for the past 10 years or so, ever since everything really started going online, like as far as games are concerned. Hey, we're going to put out a partially made game and make you pay for the rest of it later.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, like I have fighting games, and it used to be you get a fighting game and all the characters, all the stages are there when the game comes out. Now, hey, we're going to give you what we have done now so we can hit our deadline. And then later on down the line, months later, year later, something like that, we will give you a pass, a season pass, so you can get these extra 3 or 4 characters, 5 characters sometimes, and these extra costumes and these extra stages that should have been in the original thing. But one thing that I usually do is I just wait until the quote-unquote ultimate edition of a game comes out that has all of those things in one package. What Thief is talking about, though, as far as the Battle Pass, that's more so for, why can I not think of the type
Battle Royale?
Yeah, like the Battle Royale type games, where it's like, hey, get this Battle Pass and you can get these costumes and all of these extra little amenities that don't affect the gameplay so much, just affect how your character looks, or maybe you get access to something a little bit sooner than you would have. It's it's because a lot of times that I found kids these days don't have patience. What do you mean I have to wait until I get to level 40 before I can get this weapon? Oh, fuck that. I will pay the $5, $10, $20 to get all this stuff unlocked from the beginning so I can do it. So I can do that right now. I don't want to wait.
You want to be the Wiener Schnitzel guy from whatever pro skater game that was back in the 90s, but you want it to be today. You don't want to have to unlock it at the end of the game.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, what do you mean I have to go through all this extra stuff to unlock this thing? It's not even that cool, but I want it anyway.
But it is amazingly cool if you're 12 years old and you've got dad's credit card and you can go ahead and for $20 unlock the lobster suit and run around Fortnite like an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much. And Lala's looking at us like we're crazy. Lala.
Crazy. There were llamas in Fortnite.
Okay.
Actually, Lala, I have a question.
Yeah.
You have children, yes?
2.
Do they play video games?
Oh, yeah.
Do they ever ask you to buy things for them in the video games?
They used to, but now they're adults, so they do it on their own.
I'll say, but when they did, they wasn't just buying the game. Hey, I need $20 to get this thing in the game, right?
No, they never. I don't.
You probably just handed them the money not knowing what they were asking for.
Maybe.
Because I've seen a lot of parents do that.
Yeah, because a lot of it I don't understand, and if it's going to if they earned it, like if their report card was good or they cleaned their room for a week or whatever, then I usually didn't question what they were doing with the money.
I like that. I'm going to hand you this money. I don't want to know anything about what you're doing with it.
This is how cartels get started.
Lala, are your children running a cartel?
If I can't tell you.
Smart. Very smart.
Because then I'd be on the list too.
You are immune from the list.
That is not true.
That's not true.
From her kids' cartel?
I've seen. Have you never watched movies like that? Like if somebody in the family, they want to stop, they want to save this person they care about, but if everybody else knows, she's dead.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Fish food.
Bye-bye.
Sleep with the fishes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
That was cute.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Lala, I think you missed your calling as a voice actress.
Maybe.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Pointing.
But
She says pointing at awesome.
You could be awesome.
You could be an awesome
You
voice
are
actress.
awesome.
Aww.
Yes. Did you have any other questions about that, or did I
No,
answer
I
it?
already forgot what we were talking about.
Battle Pass.
The Battle Pass.
Oh, Battle Pass. Yeah, you kind of answered even more of it when you went into like the Season Pass thing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what that was either. So
Did you zone out? Because I did.
because I was actually interested.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I like paying attention to our podcast, but that's cool if you do you over there with your water bottle and your double stack llamas.
Double stack llama. Oh, Lala, I need you to do something.
Okay, what?
I need you to take a picture of that.
Okay.
Whoa! What are we talking about here?
The llamas.
Oh, okay.
What did you think I was talking about?
I didn't know, but I was all for it.
All right. Photo done.
Excellent.
Photo.
Excellent.
Excellent, Smithers.
Excellent, Smithers.
Is that a Smurfs thing?
Please
I
tell me
don't
you're hold. Please tell me you're joking.
Smithers.
I hate
Simpsons.
this.
There
show.
you go.
I hate the show, but even I know
Who's-
what it's from.
Who Smithers is.
Yeah.
Took me a minute.
Okay.
Congratulations on
I was
catching up.
I was thinking of Gargamel,
Oh yeah, no, it's not Gargamel.
but I mean, it had that same kind of feel to it, emotion, the raw emotion.
It kind of did, but his cat's not named Gargamel.
No, what is the cat's name?
I don't
I
remember,
don't
to
remember
be honest.
either.
I know what the cat is. I know what he looks like. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
Hey, listeners, if you want to educate us on what the cat's name is, please comment or send us an email. GothamPressPodcast@gmail.com.
Thanks.
So this is something that I found that I'm actually was kind of interested in. We've talked about this on the podcast before, Planned Parenthood.
Oh.
It's a wonderful institution. Thank you very much.
It is very wonderful, very helpful to many people. Apparently, and I didn't realize this, in the state of Missouri, there's only one Planned Parenthood.
In the whole state?
Wait, let me verify that. I know at least in the city of St. Louis, there's only one.
Okay.
I mean, the state is called Misery.
Yes, it is.
Is that the state with the bridge that goes over the lake or the river? It's like a.
There are lots of states.
There are lots of bridges in Missouri, yes.
But it's more like a piece of art that looks.
It doesn't, the arch,
Oh,
St. Louis Arch.
Yes, the
That's a
arch.
thing?
It's
Okay.
not a bridge. It's just an
can't
arch
walk over it?
by the river. You can go in and go up to the top of it.
but you can't walk across it.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would slide and fall and hit the splat.
I'm telling you, I would not go up it.
You don't even have to. You can see it from the highway when you drive through the city.
Cool.
Yeah, you can just be like, oh, there's the arch. Cool, I saw the arch. Yay!
Yay, I saw the arch. Oh, it looks like you could walk over it or drive over it. It looks like a rainbow.
You can't drive. It's not that wide like you're imagining. I think not like a headset that's got room to vroom. This thing goes. It's like a magnet. Like it goes zoom. And
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's go back to what we were talking about. Did you find out if there was more than one Planned Parenthood in Missouri?
I'm not seeing it in this particular article, but something I missed earlier when I was reading it. So this, let me bring the listeners up to date. So what happened was, the Planned Parenthood in St. Louis, which is the only one in St. Louis, was under fire to almost get closed.
By the governor.
Yes, by the governor, because, I mean, who needs Planned Parenthood? Everybody is safe and everybody is responsible when they're having sex, right?
no, especially not kids.
Kids aren't having sex.
But
They know better.
Do all the time.
Hey, look, I am telling you from a very, very, I can't even do it.
Wow.
I tried. I'm like, I can't do this. No, but Planned Parenthood has, they've weathered that storm. There was a 4-day trial back in October regarding this, apparently. Why do you need to take 4 days to figure out if a place is going to be closed down?
That's crazy to me.
Apparently, out of 4,000 surgeries in 1 year, they had two or four?
Two.
Two botched surgeries.
It wasn't even botched.
And exactly. One of them was because the woman was obese and she actually was carrying twins and they didn't know it because of the chub.
Because she was large, yeah.
They didn't know there was a second child in there. And so she had to come back
Yeah.
to have the second one done. That's pretty normal.
It happens.
It happens. But it wasn't even botched. It just...
Yeah, it was that, and also there was a case that was brought against them because, hey, what was it? Oh, something that they did, but they didn't take notes on it. They didn't make official paperwork for it because they actually went and spoke to the woman's primary care physician about it directly. That's it. Those
Wait.
two things.
Planned Parenthood does not have to share...
Well, if the person is going to their primary care physician to continue
Treatment.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So they didn't do official paperwork on it because they went directly to the doctor and said, hey, this is what's going on and all that.
Okay.
But still, it's a matter of I consider Planned Parenthood an essential service to any community that it's in.
I agree.
Absolutely.
100%.
Because I know for a fact, I don't know if Missouri's one of them, but I know for a fact there are some states that only have a single Planned Parenthood for the entire state.
That's crazy to me.
Because I want to say Idaho is one of them.
Probably.
Because I think it's like down in the southern portion of the state.
Like Boise.
Yeah, it's like, it's not even centralized. It's, hey, you have to go take this like 4 or 5 hour drive to get to the Planned Parenthood. And then they still have to make people go through red tape. It's, hey, by the way, you're going to come here, you're going to register, but you have to wait at least 24 hours before we are legally allowed to do whatever it is that you're requesting in case you change your mind.
And it's not like they were Planned Parenthood was the only place as a kid that we had information, where we could get information that wasn't from a school-based system of like, abstinence is key, kids, don't touch it. But like you could go there. I remember going with a friend's sister when we were really young, and they like voluntarily, like they would just, here, please take these pamphlets. This is this. Hey, what are you doing right now? Are you just hanging out? Are you waiting for somebody? Okay, cool. Here, you want to read this? Like they were just trying to get us information. None of it was about abortions.
They're trying to educate you.
Yes,
Right.
It was all about like staying safe and what to do and how to
Not get STDs.
Yes, exactly. And none of it was saying,
They gave out condoms.
yeah,
for
yes.
free.
they gave so many we blew so many up because we weren't actually having sex as kids at that time.
At that time.
I got
We
birth
wanted to,
control
just
from there. I had a pregnancy scare, which I wasn't pregnant. But they tested me for free. Everything was free. I've never had to have an abortion, thankfully, but I have friends who I went with and sat with them while they
went through that trying time.
they went through that situation, and it was the best decision they could have made for their life at that time, and to have that taken away,
To have that option taken away.
it's horrible.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, something that you said that sparked a thought about the education that kids get in school. Just before you guys came over today, I was watching a video on YouTube. What's the Safe Word? Great YouTube channel. You should always follow it. They were critiquing school videos for sex education. Mm-hmm. Of course, there are very few, if any, like up to date sex education videos. So the ones they're watching are from like the 70s and 80s.
Right.
Boom, chicka, wah, wah.
That makes me want to ask a question. Not of you if you're watching videos on it, but Lala,
Yes.
what do you remember about your sex education in high school? From the school.
I remember, you know what? Oh gosh, sex education. Let me, high school. Was it high school?
Yep. Probably.
I
would've been
remember
high school.
putting condoms on bananas,
Okay.
Didn't do that.
but we also had to carry around an egg.
Oh, didn't do that either. I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
I do know what you're talking about. That's interesting.
Sex education. I know that they went over all the STD crap and stuff.
Do you remember all the pictures of the STD
Oh, yeah.
genitals and stuff like
Ooh,
that?
yeah.
Okay. I
Yep.
remember that. That's the
Frightening.
only thing I remembered
Frightening.
from
Yeah, because they're scaring you because
Exactly.
sex is dirty and this will happen.
Remember though, I was Molly Mormon, so sex wasn't even on the table for me.
Right, but they still need to educate you on these things.
Yeah.
Right. But it was freaky, and I'd never seen genitals, so
Oh, that's right. You just saw the special blanket fort diapers or whatever the hell.
magic underwear.
That's it.
So yeah, it was freaky. It was freaky because I didn't have anything to compare that to because I'd never seen one that didn't have a disease on it. Right.
Right.
Oh,
So
that's
that's what I was
bad.
going for because that's what I remember too, and I've never seen that since. Like I've never, but then again, I'm not staring at like friends' junk either. But
Hopefully you're not finding disease junk everywhere.
yeah, that's true. That's true too. And it just makes me wonder, like, how common is what we saw to scare us actually a thing? Like I know STDs exist and they're fairly common, but to the point of like
This is
head
what's
of
going
a
to happen
penis
to
is
you.
like crystallized in like these,
Oh,
like yeah, like it's like it's.
you never saw that? Awesome.
no, I know exactly what he's talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
That's what I was
That's
like,
why he's
ugh.
cringing.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm like, how long did that take to happen? Like, what the fuck? What are you?
I remember they divided our class though. They took the boys into another room and the girls when we did the condom
I think
thing.
we did too.
They taught the girls all how to do it on a banana. Hold the tip and roll it down. But the guys weren't in there because you know.
Right.
Why would the guys need to know how to put on a condom?
Right.
Well, I'm sure they got taught in another
we
room.
got showed how to put it on a banana. We didn't actually get to because they didn't trust us. I
Oh,
don't
we
think.
got to.
No, and that's a good reason because boys are stupid.
Yes.
We will like, oh, look at me do the
Yep.
banana.
I did see, this was not in school and kind of goes off topic, but
Go for it.
I remember a video just a couple of years ago that was online, and it was a girl who was so tired of guys saying, "Oh, I can't wear a condom because it's just too tight and I'm too big for one and I'll just break it." So she puts it on her hand, rolls it down her arm, and is
Fist it.
like, "Fuck you." You know, there's no way.
Wow.
Like, yeah, but she does, the way she does it with like these facial expressions, it's fucking hilarious. It is such a great video. I wish I could remember her name, but I don't.
I think I've seen that video that you're
Yeah,
talking
it
about,
was-
but I
it
can't
was-
remember.
It went viral.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Like, I mean, just straight fists the thing and rolls it all the way down her arm and is like,
It's like,
what's your
so,
excuse now?
are
Like,
you-
you know, like,
It's like, are you this big? 'Cause
Yeah.
if you're this big, you're not getting in here anyway.
Let's go back to Planned Parenthood because we
Okay.
kind of got off on a
Yep.
We did.
crazy condom tangent. But did you want to add stuff?
Oh, okay. Just that I don't know. Here's the thing. Listeners, I don't know who you are. I hope that you're a great person, that you're a responsible person. Support your local Planned Parenthood as best you can because we need them. Not just you and I listening. Everybody needs this option available. There needs to be more of them, to be honest. There's so many stories I've read over the years of, oh, hey, we're having to close down another Planned Parenthood because they didn't get funding, or, hey, this place came under fire over whatever. There are so many groups that are just 1,000%, hey, that place is for sinners, and we have to get rid of them.
Right. This doesn't really have to do with Planned Parenthood, but up in Tehachapi, there's a small clinic that is like Planned Parenthood, but they don't actually do abortions. They actually help guide the girl to have the child, but to get it to a family that
That is able to take care of it.
So they really counsel you and try to, I almost said lure. That's not the right word. Guide you to keep the life. But and then if you choose not to have the life, they don't lecture you. They don't give you a hard time. They just give you
They give you the options.
the information of where to go to do that. But so there are other options. Does not have to be abortion, but it,
Yeah. Oh, and that actually makes me think of something. I believe we spoke about this in the podcast last season, 2 seasons ago, maybe.
I don't know if I bought that pass.
Well, you missed out. Wait, we weren't selling passes yet.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you want, no. Anyway,
only for you, thief.
it was about Planned Parenthood and the fact that they can't legally, like, they have to give you, if you ask for an abortion, and if they don't do it at that particular one, because not all Planned Parenthoods are zoned for that. If they can't do it, then they give you information as to where to get it.
Right.
But in some states, they are legally obligated to not give you a direct answer.
Right.
They will give you a list of like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 doctors.
Exactly.
And they can't tell you which doctors do or do not do
Yeah.
what you're asking for. It could be a list of it could be a list of 10 doctors, and 9 of those doctors, they would never do that. But there's one on that list, and you better hope you can get in contact with them.
Yep. I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after phone call number 2, where you're starting to feel shame and guilt and ridicule and like you're a complete and utter piece of shit and you'd rather take your own life than go get an abortion, that sounds like a great thing. Fuck that.
Yeah, this is, yeah,
The good news is that the Planned Parenthood in St. Louis did not close.
they did not close.
They did not
luckily.
lose their license.
They did not. I've been to that Planned Parenthood before, and they do great work.
It's great. I'm so glad. It's awesome. Let's move on to something fun.
Something fun.
Something that's happening in L.A., perhaps?
What's happening in L.A.?
L.A. Kink and Pride.
Are they still going to have that?
Well, online, they are.
Oh, okay. I'm good with that.
I actually have a list of all of the classes that they are offering.
Oh,
And
It's from like June 6th through the 14th.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
And it's all going to be
Online
classes. And there's so many options, you guys. So many.
all right. Now, as for this, is it, hey, you have to pay to get into said classes, or?
Yes, you do have to buy tickets.
Okay.
And each class has a buy tickets button. I did not click one. I
To
don't know
see.
how much they are.
Okay.
They range in price, and some of them are on sliding scales. So, like,
Oh.
I know that the flogger making class from Firebird Leather is going to be like, you buy the kit, or you don't even have. If you have the material yourself, then you're just set, and then you sign up for the class, and it's like you can either pay $15 to $30. Wherever you are comfortable with
Okay.
on that scale.
Actually, that's kind of my, the dollification class I was talking about a while back.
Yeah.
When I bought the ticket for that, they had options. Like you can buy a $15 ticket if you don't have, the full price. The full price is $25. Or if you feel like, helping out and maybe helping somebody else get in, you can pay $35, which is what I did. I'm like, I have the $35 and I'm more than happy to help somebody else get educated on this.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Awesome is awesome.
Awesome is awesome.
Awesome is
God.
awesome.
I saw that flogger making class, and I actually used to make floggers, so that's interesting. And Brad. Oh, by the way, we should have opened this with Brad's gonna kill you.
I mean, I thought that was just already known.
I know, but it just would be fun to open it with say, hey, we're glad we're here, but Brad's gonna kill me.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyway, yes, he's making floggers right now.
Who currently?
Because he's bored. So he's started making floggers, and they're pretty nice.
Wish he would teach me.
There's a really cool class, though, called Knuckle Up. And I don't know why I'm fascinated with this fisting scenario, but it's anal and vaginal fisting. And I'm really kind of intrigued. I don't know that I could do it or have it done to me, but I want to see
You're just intrigued.
it. I've never seen it. I've never watched a video of it, but I've heard a lot. So that seems kind of interesting.
Even in porn?
Even in porn. I don't really watch
I
porn.
was say Lala
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
watch porn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not since I was like in my 20s when we would copy whatever whatever they were doing on screen, we would copy.
Yeah, don't do that.
Nice.
Hold on. Listeners, if you don't know, don't copy porn.
Yeah.
No, if they were, what do you call it? When you just lay on your back.
Missionary?
Missionary. If they were doing missionary, we did missionary. If she got on her hands and knees, I got on my hands and knees.
Oh, okay.
If she was giving head, I was giving head. That kind of thing.
Okay,
We
okay.
just copied it in that way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry. There's another one called Thrust and Grind Lap Dancing.
Okay.
Ooh, that sounds fun too.
Lala, are you going to learn how to lap dance?
Yeah, how cool would that be?
It would be awesome, actually,
It would
because
be.
it's such a power dynamic thing. Like, you take control of you and tease, and
Heck yeah. That's hot.
kind of like wearing the Dom cufflinks without like the full leathers.
You dress up as the Dom. You just play a Dom while the song's on.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, go back. What?
Because you take control as the dancer.
But where were you
They're
talking
not allowed
about?
to tell you
Cufflinks?
cufflinks.
The cuffs,
Like
the leather
dominatrix
cuffs.
Yeah.
cufflinks and not the
Wait,
full leather suit.
links or cuffs?
I was thinking cufflinks is a part of a suit,
Oh.
but it doesn't have it. I don't.
It's okay. It's
I
all
think
right.
she's trying to read into this too much.
I'm
She
so
is.
sorry.
No, she's trying to get educated, which is what we're here for. We're here to
okay.
help and educate.
There's no crying. There's no crying in Gotham Press podcast.
I've only cried once. I wish you had edited that out. Okay.
Well, too bad.
There's going to be a virtual strip club, which could be really fun.
Nice.
And I don't know if that means that like everybody gets to strip for everybody, or if they're just going to strip for you, or I don't know.
I don't think I would go for that one. I'm a little too much on the chub side for all that.
There's a lot of stuff. And I mean, there's going to be, this sounds interesting, a dark pet play workshop.
Ooh.
Dark, which I like.
Which we found out. Oh, wait, no, that was a class we had locally, not the podcast.
Yeah, that was a class that was put on by former guests of the podcast, two former guests of the podcast.
A dark pet workshop?
Well, no, it was a pet
It-
workshop.
It was
thing,
it was
class.
pets and eight,
Yeah.
pets and littles class.
Right. Okay. I missed
And they
that,
explained
sadly.
what dark
age
meds.
play. Yeah, they were talking about dark age play, but that can go along with dark pet play.
So
See, that's curiosity.
what is dark pet play and dark age play? You don't know? What do you
don't
imagine
know.
it is?
I don't know, but I want it to be good. I want it to be creepy and like naughty and
Did you say creepy or creamy?
creepy.
Oh, okay.
We're not talking about a toaster strudel.
So Austin, would you like to explain?
Wait, hold on. Did you find out what all that meant?
Yeah,
You
we
guys
told her.
told
We
me.
told her.
Oh, did we tell her?
Yeah, we ended
Yeah.
up telling her.
I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
I was going to ask Austin if he would like to explain to you what dark pet play would entail.
Yeah, is it creepy? Is it
It depends on what type of pet you're playing with. Like, if you're a...
What if I was a bunny?
So you're a bunny,
I'm a bunny.
and let's see. We'll say Thief is a mastiff.
Oh,
He
you
is,
better not drool on me.
he is going to hunt you.
Oh,
He is going to take you,
Mount you.
oh.
mount you.
Just a little bunny. I'm just a little bunny.
It doesn't matter.
My nose wiggles. My ears twitch.
And he's still going to take you like he wants you.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
So it's two pets.
It's not always that,
Oh.
but
It could be pet and handler.
yeah, pet and handler.
It's just a sexual.
Yeah, it's just
pet play.
sexualizing that pet play in one of the more quote unquote taboo ways.
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay, so that kind of reminds me of Step Into Blue when they do their camp outs. Core Blue?
Yeah.
Ow! Ow, ow, ow! Core Blue. They do that. They do takedowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And-
you should know all this already.
Well, but
you are best friends with.
But they're not pets. They are creatures.
They're primal.
Like primal is totally different than a pet. Right?
Yes and no. Yes, they are two separate things, but you can have primal and pets. You have a primal pet.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you have that pet that's a wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have that pet that's Noms is a
Panther.
Noms could, in theory, be primal with his panther.
But he's domesticated.
He is. That's what I'm saying. If he wanted to go that way with Moxley,
Yeah.
then
He
that's
could.
a possibility.
Got it. Ooh. I
And-
like this dark stuff.
And now Noms has ideas. You're welcome, Noms.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Savvy, if you want to, make him listen to this.
Step Into Blue, if you're listening, when it's safe, I want to come to that camp out.
You want to come down there and be a bunny.
Maybe they're pretty rough. And I'm not.
Rough?
I'm not.
Ruff, 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 ruff,
They're rough.
No bunny? Okay, fine.
I just want to watch. I want to be a voyeur. Okay. Anyway, back to Kink Pride. Do you guys have any questions or anything to add? Like, do you want to know some of the other classes or?
So, King Pride, how long? Is that a newer one? Has that been going for a while? I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never personally heard of it, so.
I've never been. I've been to DomCon.
Yeah, I've been to DomCon a couple of times.
I've been to thing. I don't. This one is not familiar to me.
Okay.
It wasn't to me either. And so,
Okay.
but then again, nothing is really familiar to me
You're-
in this
you're-
lifestyle as the young vanilla up and comer. So
Is
yeah.
that what you are?
I mean, realistically, yeah. Like, I don't have any experience with a lot of this stuff.
But
like, I'm just
you know a lot.
discovering. I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn, but I'm trying to stay out of that. Oh yeah, I've been doing this for 5 years now because I've been around people that have done it for, So like, I'm trying not to be that asshole who thinks he knows more than he does.
Hear ye. I have been in this lifestyle since I was but a boy. At the ripe age of 2, I had my first submissive. And no.
Okay.
Well, technically, when I was 8 years old, there was a Dom who tried to hit me with a motorcycle chain as a belt as punishment.
Oh,
But it was my mother, and she ended up hitting herself in the face, and so I started laughing.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
And Lala, you had that
so
face of
lost
what
right
the
now.
hell?
I don't even know.
You don't even know?
I just want to say, I'm going to bypass the chain conversation.
We'll come back to
understand that.
it when you get the bunny suit.
I have a bunny suit.
Are you going to wear that down to the core blue?
Not if I'm just going to be a voyeur.
But you got to be the bunny that they hunt.
Ooh, that they chase her on the dog track.
Oh,
Okay, listen. Also at Kink Pride, they're going to have succulent sadism. Yes, I said succulent as in the plant.
well done.
Succulent.
You
Wait,
pronounced
what is
well done.
succulent?
And then,
Y'all know what a succulent
and it
is?
says, "You do what with that?" Is the tagline on it?
Oh, nice.
And so basically, succulents have healing properties like aloe. They have cactus thorns. They have fuzzy cactus. So I think it's going to be like,
Are those things that, like the little plants that people have been putting together in like little baskets and stuff and making like succulent
gardens.
kind of that they can like give to people during like selling thing? Maybe?
Sometimes, yes,
Okay.
they are.
My thumb is
low-
not green, so I have no idea.
They're like low water maintenance
Right.
plants. Yeah,
Okay.
cacti.
I think I know what it is now.
Anyway, I guess there is succulent play, and so they say even in the notes they say that you can have a toy out and about in your home, and no one will ask you why.
Well, the problem is you put that cactus where?
So that could be an interesting class to take if you're into succulent.
I'm not me personally, but I really like the shape-shifting, creating shapes with rope thing.
Yeah, that sounded interesting as well. Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff. You guys, oh, and when navigating the website, just FYI, for me, it was tricky. Because it just kind of has this big pink box, and then it has... She's tricky.
Hold on, I'll focus on something else. You said it has a big pink box, and you were playing around with it.
Well, I was trying to get into it.
Just touch it.
You're getting into the pink box.
I was trying to get into the pink box. But all the way at the bottom of the page, if you're on a mobile app, there are 3 lines, and you click that, and then under that, it'll give you like schedule, classes, menu. But it took me a minute to figure that out.
It's okay.
Because you couldn't get into the pink box.
Did you buy dinner first?
I did not, and that might be the problem.
Yeah, I say sweet nothings.
Yeah.
You look so lovely.
Nice.
So do we have, is that all of the LA?
I think so for now. I think
For
we're good.
now.
I mean,
There's so many different classes and different things though that like people should really go check it out. Like just go look through it because there's like the whole boot black thing with leather, and there's a consent thing from Scarlet Sin, and
What's the official website for it?
lakinkpride.com, all one word, no dash, no underscore, no nothing, just lakinkpride.com.
Perfect. Lala, I thought about something yesterday and need to bring it up to you. So you said you have a something for the prize for this quarter, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's the end of May. The quarter's over. It's almost time for us to do the drawing.
Okay.
So we're gonna have that done by next episode. Then,
Have we gotten very many entries?
well, we've been getting entries since we've been putting words. Also, we didn't do a word last episode.
No, we did. Should we do a bonus word this week?
We will do 2. This week's word will be worth 2.
Worth 2 entries.
Worth 2 entries.
I like
yes.
that. That sounds good.
All right. So before we get to our last section, what are we going to have for the word?
La bunny.
La bunny.
La bunny.
La bunny.
La bunny.
I like it. La bunny. That's LABUNNI or Y?
I-E.
I-E.
IE.
Yeah.
La bonnet.
La bunny.
We could just do E. La bonnet. La bonnet.
I went to the mall yesterday.
Oh?
Was it
How-
yesterday?
Did you go inside?
Yes, I did. There are stores open.
Oh my goodness. She's contaminated.
No.
scared.
I wore a mask. And I kept my hands in my pockets because I'm a toucher. So,
I'm afraid.
But I went into a store called Miniso, and it's a Japanese store, and everything's $3 right now or always. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure everything right now is going to be very cheap.
Right. So they had this wall of pillows, really fuzzy, soft, fluffy pillows.
Are they body pillows?
Nope, they're little squares, but they had big, long, fluffy bunny ears. Ooh. And then a bunny face embroidered on it. So I bought one.
Just one?
Mm-hmm. But when I pulled it out, like the whole wall started to fall down, and I was like, Brad, help me! So we're like holding this wall of bunny pillows up and like stuffing them all back in, trying to get them. Yeah, it was pretty comical.
They all wanted to come home with you.
They all wanted to come home with me. And then, so we kind of walked the whole mall. And trust me, when we got back to the car, I like had my sanitizer wipes, and I'm like, giving one to Brad and giving one to me, and wiping everything. Because I'm a little germaphobe now, I guess.
It's okay.
So, and then I went home and stripped and took a shower and
Brad
put in new clothes because they say that's what you should do if you're going to go into an environment where you might be contaminated. As long as you take a shower, put on clean clothes, wash your hands, and wear a mask, you're safe to go and see anybody.
About as safe as you can.
About as safe as you can be.
Right.
But if I went to the mall and ran into like 5 people, hugged 2 people, and then came and saw you guys, then I could possibly give it to you.
That would be a problem, yes.
Yeah. So I'm very conscientious of that. Yes.
I don't want your COVID cooties.
Even just at home, like before I leave, I take a shower.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. Like, nobody in my house is sick, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Like,
right.
Like we could.
You could be asymptomatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I try to be as clean as possible when going out. Depression helps a lot with that because you don't really shower anyway.
Wait, hold on.
Leave the house, then you're like, shit, I have to leave today? Fuck, I better take a shower then.
Hold on, Thief. We need to go back to what you said. Depression helps?
Yes, absolutely.
Wait. Depression helps with what?
Showering before you meet people or see people. Because you don't when you're alone and you're just like, it's like 3 or 4 days and you're like, oh, what is that? Oh, shit, I could shower. When did I shower last? I don't know. When did I do laundry? Monday? It's Friday? There's no dirty clothes in the hair. What the fuck is going on in my life right now?
And that is your life right now?
Pretty much.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not that. It's not no sympathy shit. No.
Well, it might smell like it.
Yes.
As he sniffles.
Oh my goodness.
My computer chair knows no bounds.
Ew.
Someone had a question.
Yeah. Notes. Something.
Someone. Thief, you had a question. Was it you?
Question?
Was it you or Awesome? Did you ask the question?
I'd kind of brought this up before when I was first starting looking for a flogger and I was on the podcast and I was like, oh, here's my chance to ask you all, like, what flogger did you get? How did you decide and all that? And so I was thinking on a more broader scale, like, there's also times when I'd be like, oh, I need to put together a play kit or like something to take with me to the dungeon, even if I'm not planning on playing, but maybe someday I'll stumble in there and find somebody and we'll click and we'll be like, oh, holy shit, we should play someday. You probably shouldn't play that day, but you can start negotiations and start talking to that person that day. So I thought, what would I like to have in my kit? And I'm like, I don't have a clue because I don't know what anything is. Do I throw a back scratcher in there? Do I put like some gloves with the little rubber dots on the fingers? Like, is that a thing? Like a sensation thing? Do I need like fish hooks and fishing line?
No.
Do I need like a machete and like some
right.
face paint? What all needs to go?
Hold on.
Wow, face paint.
Hold on. I have a perfect answer for this.
I like that though.
You take all of that and then you negotiate what they're into.
Okay, but that's such a broad like answer. Like
it is, but that's a correct answer.
I want to put a little kit together. What are some good toys and tools that should go into the bag?
Like for me personally,
yeah,
I have my floggers, I have my paddles, I have my.
What about when you first started? Because you're talking about things that cost money.
Yes, when I first started, my very first toy that I had was my flogger. That cost me $35 because I went to a class. So I gave up time and a little bit of money. So that was my first toy. And that was all I had for a long time. But then as I've been in this, you learn your body is a toy too. You have your hand, you have your arm, you have your leg, you have your foot.
Boring.
I'm well, fine then. You're not into all that.
Well, I'm just from somebody who like wants to put a play kit. Like,
So,
I guess
Well, you just said it costs money. So
Right.
how much money are you willing to put towards your kit?
I don't know, maybe a couple $100, but I don't want to spend $280 on a flogger because that could be like all my budget for play toys for 5 months, and I don't even know if I like floggers.
Okay. Well, Lala, answer.
When I first started, I didn't know what I liked either. Luckily, I was a very creative soul, so I was able to make my own floggers. But also, the dollar store is an amazing thing. A simple wooden spoon,
Ooh.
a feather duster. This was I'm holding up a feather duster because I brought a bag of tricks. It's long and skinny, and it is cane-like, and you can use this for sensation. You can actually hit with it, but it doesn't hurt that much.
Oh, if you hit with the cane part.
You could hit with the cane part. If you're into sensation, all you need is a piece of rag. You can blindfold someone with. You can gag them with a piece of cloth. It doesn't matter as long as it's clean, and not that nuclear rag that you have floating around somewhere.
I don't. Okay, that's been long since gone.
I'm holding up a little bunny, a little soft bunny.
Brings out the mastiff in me.
This is great for sensation. That was $1. Soft and fuzzy. Blindfold someone and rub that on their body after you hit them with your hand or scratch them with your fingers.
I know we haven't been Facebook friends very long, so that's the only reason you actually threw this bunny to me. Otherwise, you would have never,
Thief,
ever
Thief.
throw a stuffy at me.
Why?
Thief, stop.
Oh.
Thief, it doesn't go there. Thief, stop mounting it. Stop.
Oh
Thief.
my God. What? Do you have a thing against bunny?
No, I love bunnies, but I love
He
stuffies, especially cheap
loves-
ones,
Oh, okay.
because I can set them on fire and take pictures of them. It's not a kink. It's just a thing.
Okay.
Here, let-
But
let-
you can
let me see.
also go to a craft store and get a real bunny fur, and I'm holding up a bunny pelt.
Let me mount that.
Look,
Throwing it to Thief.
as the stuffed bunny looks at the repel in horror. Oh no!
We need to do this on video. Ping pong paddle,
Yes.
which you can. I have another one that is on one side. It's the grid that it normally is. This one I covered in bunny, so it's soft, but it's also, you can hit with it.
I'm noticing a theme with your stuff.
I like sensation. I like soft.
No, it's all bunny.
Whatever.
She's a bunny and she gets bunny toys.
You can make your own leashes. This is just braided leather that I made, a little leash.
Okay.
I made my own collars. I made my own cuffs. You just took straps of leather and buckles from the craft store, and I just made my own cuffs because I couldn't afford to buy them.
I saw that like restraints and stuff were super expensive
They
for
are.
quality stuff.
Yeah, I was like, for the good stuff, you're going to pay.
Like you can find cheap, super cheap Wish app crap that's,
Right.
Yeah, don't do that.
Another sensation thing I did is I took copper wire and I just separated it, and it's pretty sharp, but it's also, you can also put it together and kind of hit with it. So you can make a lot of your own toys. You could jab it. You can jab that into your flesh. You can bend the tines and scratch yourself. If you just have a creative mind, you can make a lot of toys. You can go to the dollar store and look around and find things that like
are fun.
a back scratcher, like an umbrella. There's things that you could just create.
There's things that you've seen. Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
In movies that you wouldn't think of that can actually become quite enjoyable toys as well, like little Hot Wheel cars.
Yeah.
Like just anything.
Legos.
Yeah, imagination is endless.
Now, along with your imagination, though, don't bite off more than you can chew. Don't be like, you know what? I think I've had enough time in these 3 months I've learned. I think I can whip somebody now.
That was going to be part of the question too. Was like, is there a limit to what you should start with without any training whatsoever.
Yes, dear God, yes.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't jump into rope. You definitely need to be taught that. I wouldn't jump into knives. There's a lot of tricks to that.
Electricity.
Oh.
There's
And needles and cutting, scarification, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Those kinds of things are.
anything where 1,000, like what we do is dangerous.
Yes.
No ifs, ands, or buts about that. But anything for a fact, like she was saying, cutting, that has a very, very inherent risk to it that you could end somebody's life without even intending to.
Mm-hmm.
Even hell, choking people.
Yeah. Because there's a proper way to choke.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like you see in movies all the time, people go, "Oh, I'm gonna get you." Yeah, these are trained professionals that know how to make that look real without actually hurting people. So.
And we actually know someone who really likes to be choked, but they were having it done incorrectly a lot, and they ended up in the hospital with bruised vocal cord, bruised something in their throat, and it took months to cure up.
And there's a lot of things in your throat area, neck area. Like there's a lot of different things that can go horribly wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a simple matter of, oh, well, it's just oxygen. Like no,
No.
there's a lot going on.
The other thing that could be fun is vet wrap, which is like a sticky, like a ace bandage, but it's rippable. So if you're just learning bondage and you don't have time to learn the rope properly, you could do vet wrap because in an emergency you just could cut it off. It's super easy to cut.
You should have your shears with you, even if you're doing rope.
Well,
Yes.
that's true, but you should.
But I see what you're saying,
That
yes.
should be the first thing that you put in your kit is a pair of safety
Yeah.
shears.
Also, something else that I just thought of. When you're playing with somebody, yes, you want to have a toy bag. You want to have something that you can show off. But not everybody's into the whole impact portion of this. Some people are more into the mental aspect of things. So if you're going to try that with somebody, learn about it, read about it, be trained about that kind of thing. Because I know from personal experience, I was doing... The scene that we did had nothing to do with the mental aspect of it. It was the after the scene. It was, hey, you did well, but basically it was kind of like a degradation thing after the fact. And she enjoyed it, but then she couldn't pull herself out of that for a while.
That brings up something very close that I really wanted to say was, no matter your history of self-harm, it is not experience for BDSM play.
Right.
So don't think that just because you used to do things and you could handle it, that you can now walk into a needle session and know exactly what to do. Like,
not everybody, nobody else is you.
yeah.
I would definitely encourage finding a mentor if there is something that you want to learn. Maybe your mentor has like knowledge of all these things that you like, and that would be great. But if you have to have 5 different mentors, one for rope, one for knives, one for mental interrogation or whatever, just a lot of the tops and doms they want to teach. They enjoy teaching. So I would just highly recommend getting a mentor.
Find your community.
Yes.
Don't
find
do it
your
alone.
community.
Don't do it with one person who used to be in the community, but they just don't know anything, so I stopped going. That's a flag. Go find out why that person's no longer in your community.
That's another big
Right.
thing. Watch out for red flags.
Yep.
And just reading a topic about how to do something does not make you
An expert.
knowledgeable.
No, I read a whole thing, speaking of needles, about needles, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's something I'm never fucking doing ever. Then we were at the tasting, and for some reason, I think it was even Brad who was like, so you're going to do anything in here? And I was like, no, I don't think so. And then I was looking over, and I was like, there's nobody at the needle table. I'll go walk over there. And she's like, would you like to try needles? I was like, sure. Sat down and had needles stuck in my arm. And I was like, oh my God, this is really amazing. Like, it blew my mind and had nothing, like, I was not prepared.
Really, it blew your
Yeah.
mind. Like, did it take you somewhere?
It could have.
Oh.
We both were like, okay, we're not seeing, like this isn't the time for that. So stay here, stay with me, and I'm not going to let you. But I could easily see, yeah,
Where your endorphins just
floating
like
off.
boop-a-doop.
yes, like it was like she did the cross the button thing, and I was like,
Oh, pain
eh.
button.
I was like, yeah, but it didn't. And I was like, no, whatever. This is okay, cool. And she's like, how do you feel about direct insertion? I was like, that's fine. And my brain slowly registered what that meant as the needle went straight into my arm, and I was like, oh. Like, it was just, I was expecting pain, and what I got was like a release, and I was like, this is not what I had anticipated at all.
Lala, you look afraid right now.
Sorry.
No. Needles, cutting, electricity,
Not your thing.
not my thing. But if, I actually watched someone do needles because my friend was having it done, and another friend was like, come and watch, she needs your support. And I was like, okay. And I stood there and I cried the whole time, silent crying. But I was like shaking and crying, and I just couldn't.
It's not for you.
I can't. So,
Why didn't you tell her that?
well, the person that, it's a long story.
Okay.
But I don't do that anymore. So, yeah.
Like you have many people you can tag. Be like,
This was,
help me.
But this was at the first dungeon we had, and I was
Long ago.
new, and I just thought I needed to be there, and blah blah blah. It doesn't matter.
It's like I have to
It was
be
a long
there.
time ago.
If not me, then who?
Also, speaking of the tasting, that's another great thing that you should do when you're new and learning.
Yes.
Because
So
Look-
much so.
Listeners, if you are trying to find something like that, look to your local community. Sadly, it may not be within 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour. You may have to drive a little bit. It is worth it.
it is worth it, and at the same time, if you're the one that's going to be tasted, I guess is the right word. If they're going to be experiencing
If you're going to be
the
tasting.
things, and if you do have to drive a long ways, just keep that in mind that you might have to rest and go shift down. What help me?
Yeah. Come
Yeah.
down.
Come down,
Come down.
off of a little adrenaline high, because
Or have a huge adrenaline dump, in which time you'll be exhausted and you probably just need to catch a motel for the night.
so take a friend.
I must say, yeah. Take a friend. If for whatever reason you don't have anybody that's going to come with you, make plans to be gone for the evening. Don't try to drive back hours to get home
Yeah.
after something
exhausted.
like that.
Even if you don't plan on tasting, if you don't want anything to do with like trying anything because it scares you or you're just not ready, that's awesome. Still come, because tastings are a perfect like time to
Ask questions.
ask questions, touch floggers, feel the weights and the different, just everything. Like everything is there, and it's not. I guess it depends on the tasting, but we had so many things that I didn't even know. Like I thought a flogger was a flogger, and there was there was different weights, but they were all the same. Then you go and you're like, there's a bunch of different floggers. Like there's so many different types, and I don't know what that was either.
Okay, you heard it?
Yeah,
Sound
it
like
was-
a creature.
Oh, I was thinking it was somebody's phone or something.
Oh,
Mine's on silent.
mine too. So, what were you saying about floggers?
That there's so many different kinds. There's
Yeah.
different. Well, I shouldn't say just floggers, but like impact toys in general. Like there's cat of nines and just
Do you know what this is? I'm holding up a little flogger.
a little flogger,
I made this, the handle and
a
everything.
little nipple flogger.
You're close.
Yeah.
It does do pink parts. That's my pussy flogger. It has been sterilized.
I was about to say,
It's
thief, sniff it.
It's clean. Yeah, there's so many different kinds, and I used actual.
Actual pussies.
No, I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know the words.
It's okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of options out there, and if you can make your own too, you have so many. It's limitless.
And if you're really crafty and you can make like a cat of nine tails out of like octopus tentacles, call me.
Well, look, call
Yes.
leopard. There are
Especially-
multiple people.
Or if you don't want to go octopus and you're thinking that's too pussy, and you want to go a little more hardcore and you want to do squid with little fish hooks in the suckers,
Oh, wow.
definitely call me.
Fish hooks?
Or just hooks. Like, it doesn't have to be
Wow.
fish hooks. They
Because
can
you know
be,
fish hooks, they
tear.
gouge and tear. And
you know, that's...
Rip.
Squids have those in their little suckers.
they do?
Yeah.
Squids have hooks in their...
Little hooks.
No,
little
they
claws, yeah.
don't. No, they...
I don't know.
In their
Yes.
suckers
Yep.
or at the end of their
No.
little legs?
In the
Or
suckers.
tentacles.
In the suckers.
Oh, that's one way to keep your food there.
Oh my gosh. I got goosebumps just now.
Yes.
Lala, it will be okay.
I didn't know that. So when they grab their food, the little hooks go in and then they can really...
I don't think all squids, but some, yes.
Oh my goodness.
That's more education than I knew about squids.
And I could be wrong. This could just be based off of Michael Crichton books that I read as a kid. Like, I don't know. But I do
I
believe
know, you're
they
reading
do.
Michael Crichton as a kid?
I did, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That, Dean Koontz, Stephen King, Richard Lehman.
I tried to read Stephen King as a kid, Pet Cemetery, because my grandma said...
Yeah,
I-
no.
That's the only...
And Cujo.
No, the only Stephen King book I ever liked was Pet Cemetery.
Here's the thing. I've seen the movies as a kid, but I've never read any Stephen King books.
Completely different. Well, not completely,
No,
but
it's...
quite a bit different.
Yeah.
Like the most recent movie was my favorite movie because they actually had part of the like in the book. My favorite part of the book was the Wendigo when he's carrying his son to the cemetery, and it's thrashing through the forest, and you just hear trees being ripped apart and torn apart, and like just clumps of earth falling down. Like, it's terrifying. So in the movie, they kind of mention it and have a little bit of it, but not, but enough that I was like, hell yeah, they got it in this one. And I was like, fuck the old movie then.
I couldn't read the books.
Oh.
It was cute, though, because my grandma said, these are about animals. You'll like them.
Oh, wow. She's not wrong.
No, bad.
Cujo, no.
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery. You just get to a certain point and you're like, Grandma, why did you give me this book?
Yeah.
She's like, I just want you to know what to do with me, honey.
Oh my gosh, it's horrible.
I remember as a kid, like, I didn't go to like just watch Cujo, but my mother was watching Cujo, and I kept going in and out of her room for whatever reason, and I kept catching like little parts of the movie. It's like, okay, there's a dog. Okay, they're in the car. Why aren't they letting the dog into the car? It's trying to get in because I'm a kid, so
Right.
and without any context for the movie, it's just like, this is really weird.
Yeah, it's scary. That's scary. Let's go back to what we were talking about.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about toys for beginners.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Did we answer your question? And do you have any follow-up questions?
I don't know. Well, see, it was one of those questions I was kind of asking for other newbie people as well. And I'm not sure.
You know what'd be fun is packing tape, too. How fun would that be to have someone tied up and then just put packing tape on their arm and then rip the hair out?
Jeez.
Oh, that was mean and hateful. But that could
Calm
be
down, sadist.
Actually, you know what, Lala? Huh. Just made me think of something. Hey, listeners, if you have any questions about things that you want or things that you want to know about, or if you have any suggestions, go ahead and hit us up on our FetLife and comment, the Gotham Press. Email us, and we can definitely put that out to the world for everybody. Because we would love to hear your opinions on this.
Yeah. What did you have in your bag when you first started?
And also, if you want to ask questions of the podcast, but you don't want to like be the one asking the question, you can message me, private message, and I will ask your question without ever mentioning who you are.
Or you can, even if you email us, you can just let us know. Keep it anonymous, which we will.
Yep.
Oh.
Because that will be the best way to help your fellow Kinksters out there as well.
Help yourself and your fellow Kinksters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, I have something that I really want to happen on the podcast, but we can't make it happen yet.
What?
I want to get Boogie on here.
That would be great.
It would be great, but right now, the world is the world.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to him about stuff after because he called and said, so did everybody like that intro? I was like, yeah, we all liked it. He's like, great. And like, we need to get you up here.
Yes.
He's like, well, we'll see about that because life.
Right.
But I was actually telling him about just in general, the local community up here.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you guys sound like you got it made up there in Bakersfield.
We do.
You're a little
We're
spoiled.
very lucky.
Yeah.
We are very, very lucky.
What does Shock always say? We are, I can't think what he says now.
Blessed to be the Oreo cream in the L.A. and Fresno sandwich.
I don't think he says that, but
No,
that's
okay.
close enough. We have an abundance of blessings or something like that.
I have no idea. I can't quote people.
You,
I don't have the brain for it, the memory for it.
I was like, you've known Shock far longer than I have.
Yes, I have, and more intimately too.
Yeah.
I might have.
Well, yeah.
How do you know?
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Trust me.
She knows Shock. I was gonna say you've been to far more munches than I have.
I've been munched far more many times too.
I remember years and years ago when I was just a Wicked Wednesday person and I heard about the tastings and I thought a tasting was like people displayed with like food on their bodies that people would like come and eat off of. I had no idea it was like an actual learning experience.
Yep.
But there was a platter party, which
Yeah,
was
but
like
that
a
was-
tasting, I guess.
Hold on.
In your brain.
Yeah.
La.
I wasn't there. I won't be there.
For the listeners, what's a platter party?
We've talked about this.
I'm aware.
Okay, new listeners. A platter party is when I don't want to talk about this
Well,
because it goes against what I like.
It's when you put little dill pickles all over your body and somebody pays money to come
That's pretty
eat
much
them
it.
off of you.
not just little dill pickles, just any sort of like
Always
finger
little-
foods and things
Always
like
little dill pickles with me.
always
Like sushi and like pineapple rings
Ugh, no sushi, no.
Oh.
Pineapple rings is cool.
on the penis, so you have to eat it off.
Oh.
But not my thing. Can't do it. Can't watch it. Can't see it.
You can't see it?
No.
Wow.
It
There's
just,
some people that just cannot do that. Like if you have people that are into like splashing, you see that reaction
Should
right
I-
there?
That makes me want to know if I should actually ask
oh, you.
What splashing
what.
is?
Yeah. Is it.
Have you ever seen? You know those movies when you're a kid where they have the food fight?
Yeah.
You know how they look after the food fight with the food just like all over them?
Uh huh.
That would be the equivalent of being splashed. Just basically just rubbing and all into the food.
Lala, why is that a thing? Like, why are you on, like, you look green right now. Really? Just food? Like,
She's
you're
not green
so
with
weird.
envy.
You are so weird. You are weird.
We know this about me. Why do you seem surprised?
I don't know. It's like some of the things that would normally you would think of that people would be like, "Oh my god," and she's like, "That's fine." You mentioned something that's just not even taboo, and you're just on the floor.
I mean, technically everything we mention is taboo, so.
True.
There's just something about food and sex grosses me out, and so food on the body grosses me out. Anything, it just grosses me out.
So it's
Okay.
not for her.
It's not my thing.
Understandable.
You okay, Lala?
Yep.
Are you going to be all right?
I'm good.
So, Lala,
Huh.
how do you think this one went?
I'm good.
Thief, how do you think this one went?
I didn't even know we were done already.
Are we done?
I mean,
I don't want to be done.
You don't
I'm
wanna be
having
done?
Fun. We don't have any more topics.
I was like, we don't have anything else.
Do you have any more pop questions? I like it when you have pop questions.
I didn't actually think of
That's
any.
all right.
Okay. That's all right.
That's all right.
We have next week
How
Yeah.
has it been a nice long
recording.
yeah.
We're about an hour and a half in.
Oh, well, that's
Oh
nice.
wow, that's quite a
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
Good.
So, Lala,
Yeah.
closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. Definitely check out Kink Pride. I'm going to.
LA King Pride.
LA Kink Pride, sorry. Thank you. Don't forget to look for some mentors if you're new and join a community if you can. And just enjoy your life as best as you can right now with things that are uncertain. That's all I have.
Thief?
Be a better person than you were born to be. Do better than your parents.
Did that, done that.
Be more understanding than your grandparents.
Be kinkier. No.
Definitely be kinkier. Have fun. Be safe. Live.
Yay.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
I'm just excited that I'm going to see Bunner.
That is
Ooh.
really exciting.
Yay.
Yes, I am so excited.
When is that taking place?
As soon as she gets the all clear with her vehicle,
Oh.
because she won't be able to get it taken, won't be able to get it looked at until Tuesday, so the day before this comes out, and then hopefully she gets the all clear, and I get to see her the day this is out.
Nice.
You know what she's really excited about?
What's that?
Getting her basket full of stuffies back.
Oh yes, her stuffies are excited about that too. I'm sure.
I know they need love and snuggles.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
They've been getting snuggles?
Keep them away from
They've been
Thief.
getting snuggles. They've been sleeping with me.
Okay, good. Yeah, but don't let Thief near them.
No.
No, Thief is not allowed to take Bunner stuffies.
No, no. In fact, no. Mm-mm. I would never, even if offered, because of how important. Like, I had a friend who was trying to get rid of stuff, and some of those things were stuffies, and I asked her, I was like, has anybody asked for the stuffies yet? And she's like, no. And I was like, knowing how you know me, would you be okay if I took them? And she's like, yeah, don't set them on fire. And I was like, okay, then that means no, you do not want me to take them, and that's okay. Like, that's why I wanted to ask you permission and let you know what I was going to do, because as cool as, like, taking pictures of burning things is, if it's, it can hurt, even if it's not intended to hurt, and that's not what I want to do.
So now that I know this, I'm going to start collecting stuffies for you.
To burn?
To burn.
They have to have no significance, no emotional attachment.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Do you just hate stuffies?
No.
There's
But if I
certain
don't
ones,
have...
like, it started as, okay, what am I going to do this Valentine's Day? Because fuck Valentine's Day, I don't have a girlfriend, right?
Wow.
So
So you burn
Dollar
stuffies.
Yeah, Dollar General had like these little, Valentine's stuffies for like $1 or whatever, and I was like, I'll burn some of those and just see how it turns out. And the way it burned, like, it kind of burned like a little heart and fire on its chest, and I was like, oh, this is cool. This actually works. So
Wow.
Are these photos on your Facebook?
yeah, somewhere
Facebook or FetLife?
not on FetLife.
Facebook. I'm gonna stalk your Facebook now.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Your Facebook photos. Because I've seen fire eating and fire spinning and whatever, but
And now
Ooh,
burning
speaking of
stuffies.
which, my lips are just now healing from.
did you really
When-
swallow fire?
You don't swallow it.
You put it in your mouth?
Yeah.
What? What? How?
You'll find out at the luau. But
Oh, the luau. We should talk about the luau.
we don't know if it's happening or not.
Yeah, we don't know yet. When we have news about the luau, if we have news about the luau, we will talk about the luau.
I hope it's happening because I'm building something for the luau.
I mean, it will happen eventually. We just don't know if
When.
it'll be when it was supposed to be.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. So, Thief, what was the episode word?
Labani.
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 And if you forgot how to spell it, you can spell it any way you want to.
Any way you want
Be
to.
creative, but don't get so creative that we don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah, don't spell chicken and say that's the word. Right.
And I guess I'll have to put on my bunny suit. Maybe I'll wear it next time. Except it's hot. It's gonna be hot.
Oh, it will be very hot.
All right, listeners. And with that, we are out.
Bye.
We
You guys
need-
are weird.
We need to get you a ending phrase.
I know.